welcome back. Yeah. The first thing you're going to notice, there's something different about my bike. The view of my bike has changed. Something happened that we'll talk about. I was noticing I had an issue when I first got it. The accelerator cable actually snapped, or the throttle cable, and I thought that's odd. And it wasn't long after I got it, so I don't know how long there was an issue, but now it's only an issue because I've sort of fixed it, I think, by accident, kind of. I noticed it was getting stuck after I replaced it. After I replaced it, I noticed it was getting stuck again, and so I thought that's odd. I'm gonna have to replace that again before it snaps. So I thought, well, I might as well replace the grips while I'm at it. So as I was taking the grips off, I looked up and I noticed a crack through the center. I don't know if you can see down there, where the bars went across. Yeah, where the bars went across, it was, come on, Mr. Truck. Yeah, there's a crack through the center, and I thought, oh, that's no good, because that could have ended in my death. So I thought maybe I could replace the center piece. I thought there's not really any point, because the whole thing was made out of really thin steel. So the moral of the story is, don't buy cheap shit from China. There was a problem with when I got them. They weren't sort of perfectly straight. You couldn't really notice, but I just didn't like the idea that they were straight. To me, it was a bit of an obvious thing, saying that that the quality wasn't really good. So what I ended up doing is just putting the old bars back on, order some standard cables. So that's what I've done. I've put the old ones back on, and it worked out because I'm selling the bike soon. So the new owner, because I've already got it lined up, he's getting his license, so the new owner actually liked these over the ape hangers anyway, but the ape hangers weren't going to pass the roadworthy regardless. So it was probably a good thing in the long run. Now I've just got to get used to riding like this. Now I don't have the best back in the world. I don't like the hunched over thing. That's why when I get my new bike in about 3 or 4 months, I won't be getting a sports bike. I most definitely will be getting a cruiser. Now I'm not gonna, like I have in the past, talk to people, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this bike, I'm gonna get that bike. I'm not gonna say that, because I keep changing my fucking mind. So I'm going to say that I don't have any clue I have, however, been looking at Harleys. Oh, Jesus. This road is terrible. Yeah, So I have been looking at Harleys. I don't know whether I'm going to go new or used, pre-owned. I went and had a look at the new Street Bob, and I don't mind the Street Bob. I like it. It's obviously got the 107 motor, so it's, you know, it's not lacking in power. I mean, this is only a 750cc, 650cc. So going up to, you know, a 107 would be fine. Could be quite nice. I'm not trying to break any land speed records. You know, that's why I don't need a sports bike. I'm not after anything crazy, and obviously my budget's you know, not in the Harley breakout sort of area. So the Street Bob, or the standard, is about where I'm looking at. All go pre-owned. Even like an old Dyna, you can sort of pick one of those up for between 15 and 20, and with, you know, decent Ks. Obviously there's more to it than just Ks as well. You could have a piece of shit with low Ks. Like this is a great bike, and it's done over 100,000 Ks. So, you know, what does that tell you? But yeah, so looking at the Harley, probably when it gets closer I'll go test ride a few. At the time they didn't have a test ride bike here at Harley Central, for the Street Bob anyway, so I'll do that a bit later. A lot of the bikes I was previously looking at, they've actually stopped making them, as I found out. Yamaha actually, they've stopped making the Striker, I believe, according to the Yamaha people in Bendigo. And I believe they will be eventually getting rid of the Bolt as well. Yamaha Bolt. I didn't think they would, but that's what he said. But they'll probably keep the XVS 650s. They sell really well. It'd be stupid for them to get rid of them. But mainly the big capacity bikes. So, well, in the cruisers anyway. I don't know what they're doing with sports bikes. I can't imagine them dropping the R1. Anyway, so I was looking at Suzuki. I didn't think they were making the M109R anymore, but apparently they've brought out a new one. So that was an option, but they're a fucking big bike. Not that that's really a downside, because it's got huge amounts of power. So I guess that's that compensates for the heaviness of the bike. But I've been told by people who have actually test ridden, saying that they're a prick of a thing to turn, more so than your average sort of Harley or whatnot. So I don't know whether to just go for a test ride on that as well, just for shits and giggles. But we don't have a Suzuki dealer in town, so, well, I don't think so. I'm just riding around at the moment, just an excuse to get out and ride while the sun's nice and warm. Oh, scared of train lines. There we go. yeah, so while the sun's warm, I'm out just talking shit. Life's pretty good. Can't complain. Obviously, last year was a bit shit, but yeah, things have obviously changed. You can't sort of. Everything's mainly temporary, so you got to stay positive, move forward, and I'm feeling pretty bloody good. No relationship. That might be why. And I'll probably stay that way for a while. Just to keep the stress levels down. But it was last year was not a good year. And as long as I don't get the COVID-19 coronavirus, this year should stay pretty bloody good too. So I've just been getting back into my photography. Obviously, work is an ongoing thing. For those that have no idea, I have a day job and I'm a photographer, and I've been taking some photos. Now I don't know whether I would have posted any last time. And if I haven't, I should say, if I haven't posted anything, I'll pop up some photos about here of what I've done, and hope you enjoy. What else have I been up to? Oh yeah, I guess we can talk about mental health. Obviously last year was a bit rough, but I've always been one to sort of bounce back pretty well. I'm not sure why I'm able to do that, but I get over things. Like this one's taken a while, but I'm feeling like 90%. Yeah, I've got some plans, so I'm staying positive. I got a 5-year plan in the workings. So yeah, I'm focused on a few things, so I'll keep you updated on them. But it's all part of life. You just gotta take a few hits and keep on rolling. But you know, some people it's quite difficult. I should be grateful for what I have. You know, and there's a lot more people that have a lot less. You know, I've got a job. I've got a motorcycle. You know, they're a luxury item. They're not a necessity. You know, I've got a pretty good family. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky. But I've actually been watching another YouTuber, Million Dollar Bogan, who's just done a ridiculously insane ride from Geelong to Western Australia and back again on a monkey bike. He's trying to raise money. He's got a charity, a Movember charity, and yeah, he's raised quite a bit of money for suicide awareness for men. So hopefully they can use that money to, you know, help train more staff for lifelines, or, you know, very good cause. If I remember, I'll pop the pop it in the description. His link. Oh yeah, now I want to know what anyone that watches this video, I want to know what their input on dirt bikes are. Are they worth are they worth the hype? Are they worth the fun? Apparently they're quite fun. My brother has one. He wants me to have one. I don't know. I'm 43 this year. I'm not the fittest, although it's meant to be good for health. I'm sure this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, meant to be quite good for health, because you use all types of muscles. I've had it ridden. Haven't had it ridden. Oh God, this guy's going where I'm going. I've had a ride on a dirt bike, on my brother's dirt bike, and it was fun. Scares the absolute shit out of me though. But he's got a Husqvarna 450 or something like that. Are they worth it? So just let me know in the comments. But anyway, it was just a quick update that I'm still alive, doing well, still riding. Just going to keep to myself, staying away from the motorcycle community too much. I don't want to get too much into it. I know too many people, and just going to keep to myself for a while. Just trying to stay away from drama, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to keep riding and just enjoy a little bit more riding around town, going off these sick jumps that Vic Roads have installed. Some people call them potholes, but anywho, I will catch you in the next one.